Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Mississippi State's offense will start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
A first down for the offense. He leaves it with his back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're looking for an advantage to the right. At the 35, he's open. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
On 3rd down, you're thinking it might be pass, so the offense goes draw play, trying to fool you, but didn't work. Defense wasn't tricked. They're able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Still on his feet at the 45. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the left. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Back to the ground game on the left. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They go to the ground. That's a 20. He's got space. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll give it to him again. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking for a crease to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Newton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. He'll field the punt. He's got great speed. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Reese. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll try it again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Newton. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense.
And he reels it in inside the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Caught in the backfield. It's Newton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Coming in, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score Georgia 24, Mississippi State 0.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play.
42 Spiders.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think these draw plays are a little bit more predictable when it's third and more manageable as opposed to the third and long. You could tell defense did a great job understanding the situation, rushing the quarterback, but knowing that run could be an option, and they shut it down.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This is a third and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Mississippi State right back to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. But a little time, lets it go. And they're not on the same page there.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid.
Running toward the tape. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
looking for a man. It's Woodside. Using his feet to buy time. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half.
Mississippi State, 0.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll open this third quarter with a run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Woodside. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Firing to the right, complete. Open runway ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Got enough space. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Second down.
They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to go up top on first down. Snares it outside. It's Reese. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Pressure coming. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Trying the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running behind that left side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Dogs headed quickly to the line.
1st and goal, Georgia.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started.
Touchdown, Georgia.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Newton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Woodside. They're working that left side. On the move is the 30. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's brought down at the 30.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll try the run. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Might as well stick with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. The play action fake. Quickly complete. At the 45 on his way. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Georgia.
The Dogs are rolling down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. He'll try to do it himself. Hard-hitting tackle.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. 1st down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Woodside. Quick completion on the out. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
They want that clock to run. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Off play action. Fires left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2.
making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score. Georgia, 55.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Number 17, set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Now improvising. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game. And they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted. But they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression. And that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college football.
Getting some heat. Got him downfield. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 20. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party game. A late touchdown.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in... Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to pass. It's Woodside. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 32 to UConn. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
the defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's his fourth interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Woodside. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Well, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass. It's Woodside. The throw. Intercepted. Looking for more room. The 40. The 30. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first.
A shot toward the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. He's looking for a man on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
How about the Hail Mary? Listen, you're supposed to throw that thing way up in the air. He puts it up in the air high, the defender. You're not supposed to try to catch it. You're supposed to knock it down. It gets deflected. And how about the concentration by the receiver to catch the football, make the play with all those bodies around him.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build